even though it is sweet, but it is wet. So this means we have to go through dehydration process later. Almost done. Okay, ending process, we can have 20 to 24 trays. Okay, outlet separator is getting MEA back from sweet gas. So if we use MEA, we may need separator at the outlet. If we use DA, we don't need separator. I don't test you from this, but I want to show you that there are some kind of different configuration. Sometimes you don't have separator on the top. Sometimes sweet gas can carry amine with it. So we have to separate amine out from the top too. Okay? Sometimes we have that. So we can call it absorber or contactor. Regenerator, we can call it stripper too. To strip any H2S out, so basically we make it hot so that acid gas come out from the top and lean amine go from the bottom and go back to the absorber tower. Okay? MEA, monoethanolamine. So MEA is a primary amine. So this means it reacts very strong. Okay, we regenerate by heat it to 245 Fahrenheit. Acid gas evolved into vapor are removed from the steel overhead. Disadvantage: MEA react with carbon sulfide and CS2 form a stable salt and cannot be regenerated. So this means if we use MEA, MEA can react with carbon sulfide, It forms the salt that we cannot regenerate. Then we lose the amine. Okay, that's what it is. And acid gas can go into steel overhead. What is that? That is somewhere over here. So if we operate it too hot, amine, we may lose some amine with acid gas too. Think about it. We make amine very hot, too hot, it can go up to and come out with acid gas. We don't want that. So don't do it too hot. Okay? Not more than 245. Do I test you on this 245? No, that's just for your information. MDEA. MDEA does not quite remove carbon dioxide. Okay, does not quite remove CO2. MDEA is tertiary amine. Give a reduced cost when CO2 removal is not needed. Advantage: need less heat to regenerate. Okay. So this is kind of the detail. Do you need to memorize? No. But just so you know that's why we have different kind of solvent, because not every one of them require the same amount of heat to regenerate. When we said require less energy, look at this. Energy requirement can be reduced by 75% from changing from DEA to MDEA. So when changing solvent, it can reduce a lot of electricity bill, okay, or reduce a lot of heat requirement. So MDEA, methyl diethanolamine, is newer process used for selective removal of H2S in the presence of CO2. That's MDEA. MDEA, DEA, MEA, those are chemical solvent process. Okay. We have physical solvent. Physical solvent means no chemical reaction. Okay, chemical solvent is with chemical reaction. Physical solvent is no chemical reaction. What you're about to fill in the paper that I gave you is the 5 names of the process that you learned today. Don't fill it yet, but I think you can do it. Okay, 5 names of the process that you learned today. So you learn. Actually, that's a lot already. If you MEA is one process, DEA is another one. If you write MEA, DEA, MDEA, so you get 3 already. Ion sponge, molecular sieve, membrane. So you have more than 5 already. I just need 5, so you all should be just fine. Okay. Physical solvent. The part that I emphasize on is Selexol, because we have seen it on the gas plant. Do we use Selexol on the field? No. Okay. Selexol remove everything. But there are several kinds of configuration. Selexol is licensed by UOP, Universal Oil Product. I think that's UOP, Honeywell UOP. Okay. Memorize this. The difference between physical solvent and chemical solvent. For physical solvent, it has no reaction. Good. That's the difference. Acid gas soluble in solvent, no chemical reaction. Higher acid gas partial pressure increase the gas solubility. Basically, acid dissolve in the solvent. Just that. That's how we remove the acid gas. Solubility is not a function with temperature as in the pressure case, so regeneration requires a lot less energy compared to chemical solvent. Depend on what we try to regenerate it for. If we use Selexol to absorb CO2, we can flash to lower pressure or lower atmospheric pressure. So to regenerate it, sometimes they just flash it. Sometimes we do a little bit of solvent stripping, or sometimes we just heat it. Okay. Physical solvent has high affinity for heavy hydrocarbon. So this means you want to have no hydrocarbon, okay, before you do this. So hydrocarbon cannot be recovered. So if your physical solvent react with hydrocarbon, it cannot be recovered. Okay, so no chemical, no hydrocarbon in this process. The good thing with this is, look at this part, partial pressure and solvent loading. So if we have a lot of partial pressure, means a lot of CO2, or no, H2S and CO2 in the gas stream. If you have a lot of that, you increase solvent loading. More solvent, handle more acid gas. That is physical solvent. Okay. So for chemical solvent, it's not that linear. Okay. So if you have this much partial pressure, you have very high concentration of H2S, CO2. You may need solvent loading. Same high acid gas partial pressure is ideal for solvent, physical solvent application. So this is a slide from UOP. So this is just to tell you it works differently. Just that, okay? And it's they didn't tell us everything. They just tell to the point where they can sell their product, I think. Selexol Process, licensed by UOP. So if you want to use this, you have to pay license fee. In Arnold Stewart book, it even discuss the different the benefit and advantage from the process that have license and no license. So when we have license, you have to consider the license fee. Okay. Selexol Process use dimethylether or poly blah, 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 I don't know. Okay, it is that. So what happened is it used physical absorption. Acid gas dissolve in it. It's good when high acid gas partial pressure. High acid gas partial pressure, let's say if you have 2000 psi and you have 1%, which is H2S. So that 1% means 200 psi, right? Or 20. So if you have 2000, 10% is 200, 1% is 20 psi. But you need more than 50. Doesn't work. Okay? So if you have This process requires high concentration of H2S. So if you have just 1% out of 2,000, 1% out of 2,000 is just 20 psia. Doesn't work, right? Okay. Selexol also remove water to less than 7 pounds per million standard cubic foot. Regeneration requires a lot less energy. Okay. Flash to a lower pressure can be stripped by steam, okay, to remove H2S. So it's highly selective for H2S over CO2. That's why in oxy gas plant they use Selexol process to separate CO2 from H2S. Okay. Once you separate CO2 from H2S, then you inject CO2 underground, right, for the CO2 flooding. So Selexol can do that. It can separate H2S from CO2. One type of configuration for Selexol process, we have absorber, that tower. Inside, I think there's a tray inside. So what you do is lean Selexol come from the top and rich go from the bottom to regenerate it. You just put a vessel, flash to atmospheric pressure. Actually, they do multi-state flash to reduce the pressure. Once you reduce the pressure, acid gas come out. Okay, and new or fresh Selexol, we get it as a product. So that's one configuration to remove CO2. If you want to remove H2S, you don't flash. You strip by steam. So this time you have reboiler, heat it. So for H2S, you have to regenerate it differently. The basic idea is, I don't test you on this figure, okay? Not the previous figure either. The basic idea is, what I test you is, Selexol can require less energy for the regeneration, okay? The way of regeneration is depend on how do we use it. If we use to remove H2S, you regenerate by this. If you want to use it to remove H2S in the presence of CO2, you do something like this. So you remove H2S first, when it go up, then you remove CO2 later. To regenerate the one with CO2, you flash it, just reduce the pressure, something like that. So for H2S stripper, you may have to use steam. So this thing is a proprietary information from UOP website. This comes from UOP website. They just tell us this much. Okay. The main idea is physical solvent has no reaction. Okay. But it's the same, right? It's have absorber and regenerator. Just that. Okay, let's move on. So you learn about H2S and CO2 already. Next will be, what do we do with H2S? So we remove H2S from the gas stream, right? We have sweet gas. At the same time, we have very high concentration of acid gas. Look at amine process. At amine process, you have acid gas come out from the top. What do we do with that? Anyone else other than Matt and Ajidin want to answer this? Peyton? What do we do with acid gas? Burn it? Not quite a good idea. Okay. How about this? What do I do with acid gas? From this chart, Peyton, from this chart, what do you do with acid gas? Acid gas go to CLAUS, Claus process. Okay. That's what we do for acid gas. We don't just burn it. Not quite a good idea. We burn it later. We put it into incinerator later. Okay. We try to recover as much as we can first. Okay. So we can do several processes. I teach you just those two. Okay. This is a direct conversion of H2S to sulfur. Do we directly use Claus process for sour gas? No. We don't put sour gas to Claus process. We put sour gas to amine. That's fine. Selexol, that's fine. Claus process require very acid gas, very high concentration of acid. So you put very high concentration of H2S to Claus process. So convert H2S into highly concentrated gas stream into elemental sulfur. So H2S in a highly concentrated gas stream only that work. If you have just a little bit of H2S, doesn't work. Claus doesn't work. It has to be very high concentration of H2S. So after amine unit, Claus process is good. It converts into elemental sulfur. First stage, okay. We have thermal stage and catalytic stage. Thermal stage means we burn it with air, okay, in the furnace. After we burn it, we use catalyst, activated aluminum oxide, titanium oxide is used as catalyst to allow this reaction to occur. So after we burn it, I think Peyton is right. We actually burn it. We actually burn it. We burn it. After we burn it, we make it react with H2S again. So by use catalyst. So this process from Friedrich Carl from German, okay, patent in 1883. That's Claus process. So you see this part? Burner. So we burn it. Then we put water in, steam coming out. We burn it at 1000 Celsius. Burn it hot. Reduce the temperature by put water in, steam coming out. So this put water in, try to cool it down, right? Once we cool it down, the gray part is the catalyst. We let it react with H2S again with the catalyst so that we can get elemental sulfur and water. Okay. If you just burn everything and release it to atmosphere, that's the air pollution, right? We don't just burn it and release air pollution. Olivia? Or you are looking at your sheet, right? Okay. So we burn it, and then we use titanium oxide or aluminum oxide as a catalyst so that we can produce elemental sulfur. We have 1 stage, 2 stage, 3 stage to have very good conversion, like 97% conversion can be achieved with 3 stage. Okay? So that is Claus process. There are several details. What you need to know is we burn it first and we let the reaction occur later with catalyst. And catalyst is, okay, let's not test you on that. Just some catalyst is fine. Okay, let's not test you on what is the catalyst. So another process, Claus process is for highly concentrated. If you have high concentration but not very high, like 10%, 10% is not good for Claus process. I think Claus process need about 50%. 50% of H2S, then you can do Claus process. If it's like 30%, no, cannot do Claus process. We can do other process. Other process like LOCAT. This LOCAT is licensed by American. Okay. So the way it works is it uses chelated iron in water. So this is active agent. It's a dilute solution of organically chelated iron in water. We have this kind of reaction occur. So basically we put acid gas into solution and we will produce elemental sulfur. What you need to memorize is low-cat and Krauss process produce elemental sulfur. Okay? So by now you have more than 5 names already, right? You have Krauss process, low-cat, MDA, DA, iron sponge, membrane, molecular sieve. So you should be fine for your quiz. No need to cheat on anything. Okay? Okay, as sweetening question, please review by yourself. We have 11 questions for you. This is a question that I put in here. Can it be in the exam? Maybe. It may not be in the exam either. Let's just see one. Okay. Iron sponge solid bed is the process with the main purpose to remove water or H2S. Pattern. Okay. Next pattern. What's this name? Kyle. Okay, Kyle. Question 2. Water or H2S? Orange sponge. H2S. Very good. So review this by yourself. Let's move on. Oh, what about this? What's your name? Next to Manisa, what's your name? You didn't enroll, right? What's your name? No. Roberto? What is number 1? Sour gas. What about number 2? Sweet gas, correct. Number 3. Number 3, rich amine. Okay, very good. And number 4, lean amine. Yeah, done, right? Oh, number 5. Where's number 5? Acid gas. Acid gas is not really the same as sour gas. Sour gas means you have natural gas plus H2S, right? But sour gas is something that is ready for Krauss process, like H2S, mainly H2S CO2. Okay, that's number 5. Gas dehydration. Gas dehydration is to remove water. Okay, it's a physical absorption process. No reaction. Let's take a look at this. Absorption versus adsorption. Okay. Add with AD, this means fluid molecules stay on the surface of adsorbent. Adsorbent can be liquid or solid, but it just stay on the surface. Absorption means it dissolves into the bulk phase. So if you put something to wipe like some chemical up, if it's completely soaked and it goes inside the material, you can call absorption. But if it just stick on the surface, doesn't go inside, that's adsorption. Okay. So far we have amine. Amine doesn't fall into this category because it's a chemical reaction. Physical solvent. Physical solvent is AB, absorption, right? It's used this pressure for the acid gas to dissolve it. Same thing as glycol. Glycol is to absorb any water. Okay. We have calcium chloride batch treating. I don't teach you. It's for very small volume, corrosive brine. And we can have adsorption on solid material, molecular sieve. Okay, so molecular sieve is a crystal structure that forms ionic bond with H2S and CO2, right? It doesn't really go inside; it stays on the surface. That's molecular sieve. Molecular sieve can be used to remove water or do gas dehydration to dehydrate. So we put it prior to cryogenic recovery of natural gas, liquid, and helium. So it's to put before cryogenic process. Okay. Most commonly used is glycol unit, and glycol that we use is TEG, triethylene glycol. Okay. Separator remove free water already, but we still have 25 to 120 pounds per mmSCF. which doesn't meet the gas contract. Gas contract is 7, right? Gas contract is 7. You have to memorize that number 7, okay? 7, I put it on this question in the back. Water content that is generally acceptable by gas pipeline in Texas is 7, okay? MMSCF, 7 pound per MMSCF, no D, and it's less than the amount in Canada. If I put that in the exam, I will do the correction. Alright, for glycol, water-free glycol, very pure, 99% is used to absorb water vapor from gas stream. Commonly used is TEG. So we have contact tower absorber used to increase the surface. We have lean glycol and gas stream flow countercurrently. Look at this. We have inlet scrubber. So this looks very similar to amine, right? Inside the absorber or contact tower, we have tray, several tray. Wet gas go up, lean glycol go down and become rich glycol. And we regenerate it. We regenerate it by heat it. Use this regenerator, heat it. When we heat it, water vapor come out, okay, from the steel column. Water vapor come out and pure glycol go back to the top again. Okay, that's the idea. So this is another picture. Okay, this one doesn't have an inlet scrubber. Why do we use glycol? Okay, there are a couple of good reasons. High absorption efficiency, easy and economic regeneration, non-corrosive, non-toxic. So basically it's good. It's the best fit for our application. We don't use ethylene glycol or diethylene glycol. We use TEG. The first two become vapor too easy. The first two is not good, become vapor too easy. The last one, tetra, ethylene glycol, we don't. Sometimes we can use it, it's more expensive. So TEG is the most common, okay? We can heat it for 340 to 400 Fahrenheit. So the top one, we cannot heat it hot, you see. Diethylene glycol, we cannot heat it hot. So we have inlet gas. So we talk about this like lean glycol come in. We heat it very hot in the regenerator to remove any water. That's the glycol part. Okay, let's talk about operating condition a little bit. Inlet gas temperature should be 50 to 120. Not more than that, not less than that. Okay. If it is less than 50, glycol will be too viscous. Okay, not good. If we have inlet gas temperature to be very hot, when it mixes with glycol, we will lose glycol to the top. It's too hot. Okay. Water content. Okay, look at this one. Water content increases as the temperature increases. At 1000 psi, 80 Fahrenheit gas hold 34 pounds of water. At the same pressure, if we use hotter gas, it holds more water. So this means inlet gas, if it is hot, it has high tendency to have more water in it. Okay. Lean glycol temperature, it should be low. So low glycol, good at capture water. It should be still 10 to 15 Fahrenheit above inlet gas temperature to prevent hydrocarbon condensation. Okay. If your inlet gas come in hot and get cold, then it removes some, or it can condense. Another 2-3 things here for operating condition. Gas pressure. For gas pressure, optimum pressure is 550 to 1200 psi. But actually, that's the optimum. But actually, it works for any pressure from 0 0 may not be good. 1 psig to 3000 psig. That's what the textbook said. It works on the wide range of pressure. But to have the optimum operation, 550 to 1200. Okay? Regeneration temperature, it should not be more than 400. 350 to 400 is enough to remove all water. Hotter than that, TG start to degrade. Not good. Okay, let's take a look at this. Gas will be drier if you have more train. Okay, or the reactor or the absorber become bigger, we increase the recirculation rate. Or triethylene glycol is very concentrated, 99% can remove more water than 95%. Okay? Temperature at the top of the steel column matter. Too hot, not good. If the steel column is too hot, we lose glycol. And the rest, okay, we have just two. Water vapor outlet should be about 215 to 225. If water vapor less than 215, water can be recondensed and fall back into the reconcentrator. Okay, so water vapor, you see the steel column, too cold is not good. It recondenses back. Let's check on a couple things before you write some word on that paper. Number one, who want to help me? Top left. O'Neill. Hi O'Neill. What's your answer for number one? What type of glycol that is typically used in glycol dehydration unit? Good. Triethylene glycol, right? TEG. Second one, what's your name? Next to O'Neill? Carter. Oh, okay, Carter. What is the main method for regenerating glycol in glycol dehydration unit? Increase temperature, decrease temperature, increase pressure, decrease pressure. Really? Carter, come on. Carter. Look at this one. You have regenerator. What do we do in the regenerator? Do we cool it down? We heat it up? We increase the temperature, or we decrease it? Decrease? How do you decrease the temperature in the regenerator? Go up. We boil it to remove any water. Cold glycol take water. To remove water, we boil it to water coming out and glycol stay inside. How do you got it? Everyone, you got this? That's a concern. Okay? If you do that in the exam, that's bad. Review this by yourself. Okay, we have 4 and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 into this picture. Additional question. And the picture, you need to know which picture is for what. You ready? Write your name. Write your name on that paper. Okay. Write the date today, our number, and give me 5 process name that you learned today. Without cheating. Cheating will get F. Okay. After you write 5 process name that you learned today, then you can submit it. No minus point. Okay. Then we're done.